Hi, this is Mark Miller. I'm the Phoenix chapter president for Truth at Work, and I'm here to invite you to a June 2nd all-member and guest meeting we're having. At that meeting, you're going to be hearing about the future of Truth at Work from our presidents, Dave Holly and Ron Ewing, and the future of work in an AI age. If that interests you in any way, text me at 480-229-4960. Hope to see you there. How do these things? How does ChatGPT? How does Claude work? What is the magic there, or is there magic at all?
There's no magic, and I think the people.
That's critical to understand. There is no magic,
and it feels really confident, and it feels really, but it feels like magic, and it feels almost like human thought. I think the most important thing someone could understand is that there's no ghost in the machine. There's no.
Well, in our terminology, there's no Holy Spirit in the machine.
Well, that's true. And then, okay, so here, maybe this is an important thing for people to understand is that there's no spirit in the machine. So our relationship with God, even though this feels like a person that's talking with you, at the end of the day, this is a set of multiplication tables that have weights to predict, given this, what's this?
This is going to be next.
And it's in a giant web of databases. And altogether, it's very powerful. But that's ultimately what's happening is that you're running through, it's basically multiplication math is what's happening. Running through layer after layer.
Very, very
So that way, when I put something into the box, the next thing that comes, say, this is the next prediction of this is what goes next in the sentence or whatever it may be, feels very accurate.
Okay, that's fair.
And it's very powerful. And because of that, I mean, I oversimplify, of course. There's a lot of effort that's been put into how we've got to where we are today. But at the end of the day, these are just prediction engines and the associated tools that make those prediction engines very easy to use.
So that's wonderful. There you hear about the impact on jobs of AI and how it's going to quote unquote eliminate all these jobs. What's your perspective there?
Well, first off, it's impossible for anybody to really have a view on what will actually come. But we can draw from history on a couple examples. I mean, in the computing era, when computers were coming out, we were going to have a 3-hour workday. That's not true. There was multiple situations where we had, we actually increased in society the amount of mandatory schooling that you had to go through just to pull people out of the labor force. So our society has gone through something like this before.
And they've adjusted.
Right. In Industrial Revolution, computing, the internet era, we've been in different versions of this. It's true now you have tools that can move laterally across industries, and that's a bit different. But I think ultimately there's never been a better time to be a business owner. As business owners, we have to look ourselves in the mirror and say, if I have a massive windfall, what am I going to do about that? And do my employees trust me? And whether you can even harness all this technology is going to be very predicated on whether you can do good change management within your organization, which will be predicated on relationship.
And leadership and the quality of leadership.
So communication strategy matters, leadership, your ethics matter, all those things matter. And your ability to attract, retain, motivate, and align talent will still be relevant 5 years, 10 years from now. Now, what we do, how much time we spend into each task, hard to say.